animals in nature. But it's very, very easy to trick them into thinking that the prey is alive. They need 3 things to see something see it as live prey. So it has to smell like prey. And it doesn't matter what I do to that mouse, it's always going to, or the rat, it will always smell like a rat. It has to have a body temperature, so it has to be warm. So we thaw the rats out in warm water or in hot water, and it makes it nice and warm. Gives it a good body temperature. And then I use my tool, and I dance the rat around in front of the snake. And you got to remember that snakes don't know what humans are. They're not aware of us. It doesn't know there's a bunch of humans sitting here watching it eat right now.
It doesn't?
No, absolutely not. We're nothing but a predator or an obstacle to a snake. They don't learn about humans. They're not the smartest animal in the world. And I'll tell you how I know that they don't recognize humans. Some people say, oh, they have a pet snake and it recognizes them.
Newer.
Well, if my hand is giving off body heat, moving, and smells like a rat, it's now a rat to the snake, and the snake will try to eat my hand. That is not an animal that recognizes me. You can't touch the snake when it's eating butter, okay? We don't want him to think you're a rat, your hand is a rat. So when the snakes are eating, we just leave them alone, same as if a dog is eating, you don't bother them, or any animal for that matter. So by all that snake saw was a warm rat running around in front of it, still grabbed it, still constricted it, exactly the same way it would have had that rat been alive, or in the wild, in nature. So it's easy to trick them. Any professional feeds frozen thawed, which is why I was questioning reptilia feeding live prey.
It looked live because I was watching it from far. Maybe they're just
with tongs.
I was watching it from far. It was like a few years back. It was like I think it was like a rabbit or I think it was a rabbit.
See, nobody would dangle a live rabbit with tongs like this in front of him, in front of the pond.
You know what?
It was a. They had like a huge, like 11 feet crocodiles, and they were feeding that.
Oh, I know those crocodiles.
Yeah, and then they did like a whole death roll and everything.
You don't really see the body of it in the same.
No, you can see that the neck's really stretched out right now, where the rat is. But it'll move down. It'll move down just about a little bit more than halfway down its body. And you can see the way his jaws work.
Yeah.
They'll go right side and left side, and they walk their bottom jaw up. If you look closely, you can actually see his trachea sticking out there. It's a little breathing, a little windpipe that sticks out. It's like a little snorkel.
Yeah. That
sticks out the side of their mouth so that they don't suffocate or choke to death while they're eating. Just let him finish that off.
Oh, you can see it move down,
now,
yeah.
He'll move his head back and forth like that now in his body, while he'll push the rat backwards. And then that's good. He's good for a week after that.
So they don't actually have a stomach where it gets...
Oh, they have a stomach?
Yeah? Where's the stomach?
It's right where the rat's going to go, just a little bit more than halfway down his body. Right around here. They just have a very slow metabolism. So it doesn't digest as quickly as it would with us. And they digest the bones. They digest pretty much everything except the fur. The fur doesn't digest very well. So sometimes when they have a poop, it's a bit of a furry poop. Just kind of weird. But keratin is the same material. It's all, feathers is the same material. It's all keratin. So when our big snakes eat a chicken, sometimes the poop is wrapped in feather quills, which is kind of neat. They don't digest it very well.
Where does the snake poop from?
Yeah, it's a common question. There's 2 major openings on a snake. The first is the mouth, and where everything goes in. And then everything comes out at the base of the tail. And where the tail starts